I want one. I want my own army. I want my own planet. I deserve it.
Excuse me? Hi, sorry to bother you. I'm a photographer. Just wanted to see if there's any potential in me shooting some photos of you.
Right now?
Yeah.
I can't right now. I'm about to go to the ball practice. I have a ball tonight. It's the Marine Corps birthday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, dang, that's cool.
Maybe you could just take pictures at the ball.
What? You think that's possible?
Yeah, I have an extra ticket. This is actually like perfect.
Really?
Yeah, you want to go?
Wait, hold on.
Okay.
Like, how does, like...
Prom attire or like definitely formal.
So, how soon is it? I can find a dress in 5 hours, right?
I'll call and just make sure.
Okay. Well, I guess we're looking for a dress. I don't wear dresses, dude.
Your eyes whispered, have we met? Across the room, your silhouette starts to make its way to me.
Is that your grandma?
Does she have a flag? Yeah. Dude, go get it. Oh, okay. Yeah. Thank you. Okay.
Alright guys, so I'm fully at the mall. Put my name. It literally says Carol Lewis. So my name.
I don't know, why not?
In this tutorial, I will show you how to make this hanging jellyfish. First, I'm making a magic ring. I'm going to chain 1 to secure that magic ring, and then I'm going to do 6 single crochet in that ring. Then I'm going to slip stitch in the first single crochet that I made. And now I will chain 1 and make 2 single crochets in that same stitch. So what I'm doing is I'm going to do an increase round. I will put 2 single crochets in each stitch. So at the end we will have in total 12 single crochets. At the end of the row, again, I will slip stitch into the first single crochet that I made and then chain 1 to start a new row. For the next round, I will put 1 single crochet in the first stitch and then 2 single crochets in the next stitch. Then again, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochets, and I will repeat this type of pattern till the end of the row. So basically we're doing an increase every other stitch. At the end of the row, I will slip stitch and chain 1. The next round we will do 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, and then in the third stitch we're gonna do 2 single crochets. So we increase every third stitch. I will put 2 single crochets on top of those 2 neatly placed single crochets, and that's when I know mostly when to increase. I'm basically doing the same thing over and over for like 6 rounds in total. Then I'll stop increasing and just place 1 single crochet in each stitch. So no increases needed, just do a regular round. This way we're making sure that the jellyfish is going to not be flat. It will start to become more round as we do more rows of this type of single crochet in each stitch. And fast forward, I did 2 rows of that type of rounds. The more rows you do, the taller your jellyfish will become, basically. Next, I'm going to take a different color yarn. I'm gonna make a slip stitch. I will insert my hook in one of these single crochets, doesn't matter which one. And I'm going to pull through and make 2 double crochets in the same stitch. I'm trying to make this end of the jellyfish more frilly. You can skip this step if you want to. Sometimes I add 3 single crochets in one stitch. Sometimes I add 2. It doesn't matter really, as long as the end of the jellyfish is frilly. At the end of the row, I will slip stitch into the very first single crochet I made with the purple yarn. Now I want to make slip stitches somehow inside these single crochets all around the jellyfish. Like, I want slip stitches to be around inside of like the jellyfish. So I will insert my hook somewhere here. This is a little hard to explain, so you could just watch the video and follow this tutorial visually. I'm slip stitching the purple yarn. I'm going to repeat my steps as a pattern, like going through that tiny, I guess, hole and doing slip stitches somehow around that pattern. At the end of the row, just slip stitch into the first slip stitch. Okay, this is like the most complicated part of the jellyfish, so in the next part, I will show you how to attach some beads. Hi, this is part 2 of how to make this jellyfish. First, I grab a thinner yarn and I already made a slip knot. I will slip stitch that into this slip stitches that we made with purple yarn and cast the yarn off. I'm starting to add some beads. You can weave in these remaining yarns or use it as the parts of jellyfish, it's up to you. I prefer to weave them in. To make another part of the jellyfish, I will make a long chain. I will do 2 single crochets in the first chain, then 2 single crochets in the next chain, and then 3 single crochets in the third chain. I will repeat this movement till the end of the chain. I will attach what I just made to the purple slip stitch. I will make a long chain from a thinner yarn to hang jellyfish onto. I'm going to insert the chain in the middle of the jellyfish. at the end, I'm going to make a big knot so the jellyfish doesn't fall down. And that's it. You can make it longer or shorter. It's up to you. I just hang that on my lamp.
How I paint my rainbow: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Spray the brush with a fine spray mist. Paint. Touch up with a smaller flat brush. Done.
Sometimes I find it feels that way, and I'm not trying to forget her, just understand how I'll be feeling on that day.
This is a work of
Things a work of art, got you pressed against the wall. Girl, I've been all around the world and you're the
Got a white boy on my roster, he be feeding me pasta and lobster. He just hit me up on Tuesday like, what you doing, babe? Let me take you shopping. I told him, well, I'm a little busy. He said, damn, I'm in your city. But anyway, it's okay, hope you have a good day. I'ma see you by day 50. Then I told him, you treat me so well. He said, cash out Pazelle. Matter of fact, scratch that, I'ma see you a stack just cause you fine as hell.
I just wanna rewind. I haven't seen you in a long time. You got me feeling so lonely. Even when you come through, I can tell that it isn't you. So baby, bring it in closely. Hate the way I love you, but you're so sweet. I always find a way to say the wrong things. I wish that we were laying in the same sheets, but lately you've been acting like you baby, come me home.
January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December.
Always be a dumb one.
prices I charge for my plushies. Alien a 20 for dollars. Rainbow Dino at $23. Egg on $10. Monster with egg on head at $16.99. Piggy at 20 for dollars. Jumbo pickle at $14. Small pickle kite dollars.
The ring of fire, the ring of fire, the taste.
Jumbo elephant at $45. Sea turtle at $22.
Like ours meet.
Professor, is this all real? Or is it just happening inside my head?
Of course it's happening inside your head, Harry. Why should that mean that it's not real?
Put a price on emotion. Looking for
My favorite free patterns and where to find them.
Testing viral DIYs that way you don't have to, part 3. Today I'm making one of those chunky knit blankets that you see all over Pinterest. To start, we're going to start by making a slip knot. So you're going to take your pieces, cross them over, and then pull the longer strand through. And then to make a chain, you're going to continue pulling the longer strand through, trying to keep your chains as even as possible. Then once you get to the end, you're going to take your last loop and turn it up, and then going through the next chain over, you're going to pull through the longer strand to make these little like bunny ears, and make sure you're keeping them about the same size. And then once you get to the end loop, you're just going to pull through that loop twice before beginning your next row, and then you're just going to repeat this process like a million times until you end up getting your blanket. I ended up having 2 different colors, so I weaved that in to make like a nice little pattern. And then once you get to the end, you're going to take 2 loops and pull the longer strand through to make another loop, and then take that loop, connect it to the next one over, and keep pulling through. If you're doing it right, you should start to see the chain start forming. Then just tuck in the little tail at the end and you're all done.
Code 45 and 2 zigzags, baby, that's all we need. We can go to the park, tap the dog, smoke that tumbleweed. As the marijuana burn, we can take our turn, singing them dirty rap songs. Stop and hit the ball like Cheech and Chong and sell.
How do you get to Wonderland? Over the hill or
So I wasn't going to show you guys this until it's perfected, but this weekend I made this cute little pattern for the strawberry garland. I'm hopefully going to release it soon if you like it, so please let me know, and maybe I should put some little white strawberry flowers on, but again, I don't know. Tell me what you think down below.
3 techniques that will make you a better photographer. Most people focus only on the subject and let it dominate the photo, like this basketball player. Negative space is the area surrounding that main subject in a photo. Next time you shoot, try having more than 50% of the composition contain negative space. You'll get a unique photo that puts emphasis on the subject and the context of their environment. Most photos have the entire frame in focus, while panning is a creative technique that conveys a sense of movement. like this shot where the player is in focus, but the background is blurred. You can create this effect by slowing down your shutter speed and moving your camera at the same speed as your subject as you take the photo. You'll get a unique shot that captures the movement of the scene in a still image. Most photos you see are pretty flat, like the shot focusing on just the player here. Next time you shoot, see if you can find something that's in between you and your subject, like the fans here sitting courtside, and it will give your viewer a better sense of the environment. This will add depth and dimension to your photos.
Past the fourth turn by the barn where Mrs. Fulman lived till she passed on, there is a cottage by the lakeside where fairies come out at night. There's a music box in the bedroom, it's playing songs from 1922, and if you listen for long enough, you'll fall asleep and might wake up walking in a wonderland, played in by a marching band, reaching for a peach.
Don't be afraid to make your way to the stage for a band that I made, Silk Sonic. Whatever goes around eventually.
Heart to heart.
If it was me dying on the sidewalk, you'd walk right over me. I pass you every day and you don't notice me.
I just want you. If I can't have you, no one should have mine. I might kill my ex, not the best idea. His new girlfriend's next, how I get here. I might kill my ex, I still love.
I used to hear a simple song. That was until you came along. Now in its place is something new. I hear it when I look at you.
Paintings that anyone can do part for.
That's all they wanna hear. No, they don't like you when I'm done. But when I'm flying, no, it make them so uncomfortable, so different. What's the difference? When it ain't that bad, it could always be worse.
When my daughter was born, I began 2 keepsake books for her. One of them was a sketchbook. Here are some of my favorite pages so far. I like doing this because it's documenting her milestones and her growth in my own special way, and I hope that maybe one day it could be a nice gift for her. This is my most recent page and my favorite. I thought I would be finished with this book by the time she turned 1, but I don't think that's gonna happen, and that's okay. I'll take my time with this project.
Paint with me to hopefully get rid of my art block.
Once upon a time, when
was really trusting the process through this. Starting to look decent.
This is my crochet blanket collection. Let me know which one's your favorite.
Number 1, skeleton blanket. I love this one. Number 2, my Sophie's Universe, my first big project I ever made. Number 3, this mosaic that was gifted to me. Oh my goodness, she's freaking gorgeous, right? And number 4, my Victoria throw. Which one is your fave?
Can I take your picture?
That depends. What are you going to use?
Street photography based.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
Yeah,
You're allowed to take pictures.
Yeah.
But I mean, since you asked, now I have to ask.
Yeah, no, most definitely, no.
Absolutely. Exactly.
Appreciate you.
Oh, is it TikTok? No.
Somewhat like that. No, I'm not viral.
Not yet. Once you put me on there, you will be.
Yeah, I like that. Thank you, man.
You got it, bud. Oh, this way.
Appreciate you.
It's not a horrible picture. I like it.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Have a good one, guys.
You as well.
This is a work of
Damn, the thing's a work of art. Got you pressed against the wall.
Here's a secret street photographers do. Sometimes photographers don't actually find moments to capture, so instead, they wait for the moment to come to them. Take this boring photo as an example. Only if there was a subject under that street light, then this photo would be perfect. So I waited for around 20 minutes.
Someone please pass by, someone please pass by.
It takes a lot of patience, but in the end, the final shot is always worth it.
Broadcast the boom, 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 and make them all dance to it. Broadcast the boom, 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 and make them all dance to it.
If you're having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I've got 99 problems. But a bitch?
Ain't one. Me and my money attached emotionally. I get a clutch, and if you get too close to me.
I have a newfound appreciation for all those people that make those floral textured canvas paintings, because I honestly thought this was going to be so easy to execute, and let me tell you, it was not. You can just see by how pink stained the background of this canvas is how many times I redid this to finally get it looking like this, and I'm still not 100% with it.
The thunder rattling your ground. Karma's on your scent like a bounty hunter, and karma's gonna track you down. Step by step from town to town, sweet like justice. Karma is a queen. Karma takes all my friends to the summit. Facts. Karma is the guy on the screen coming straight home to me. Karma is my boyfriend. Karma is my boyfriend. Karma is a god. Karma is the breeze in my hair on the weekend. Karma's a relaxing thought.
How to make a hanging plant. With the yarn color you have chosen, cut 8 equal threads. Tie all the threads together. Now split the threads in for parts. Make a knot in every 2 threads. Now you take your pot and put it upside down. Put the threads on like this. Split any 2 threads from each other and tie a knot. Turn the pot and do exactly the same with the next 2 threads.
Plushies I crocheted for my next restock. Mushroom bunny, blueberry cow, red velvet cow, pink strawberry cow, chunky bee, more chunky bees, mini bees, missed one, jumbo strawberry, jumbo cord, pink dino, purple dino, blue dino, pink bees, chicken nugget, fried eggs, jumbo pickle, mini pickle, giant blue dino, giant purple dino, more dinos, more jumbo pickles. Which one would you pick?
No, I just gotta wait.
Painting tips that changed my life. First, staining your surface. You can stain with any bright, thin-downed paint. It has a ton of benefits to your painting process. You can stain before you sketch in your composition or after. Just like you do when you're drawing, I recommend sketching when you're painting as well. My next tip is to get to know your paint colors. Did you know the more that you mix your colors together, the faster you get at creating whatever color you desire? This makes you even faster at mixing your palette before you paint. No more stopping in the middle of painting to mix a color. We also want to make sure to get to know our brushes. Try to use all the different shaped brushes for their intended purpose. It'll be a lot easier than trying to paint everything with the same brush. My last tip is to love your art unconditionally. Regardless of the quality, all of your paintings are a part of you and your art journey.
You want to get into photography. Don't do it. Photography is so expensive. At first, you buy a camera body and a lens and you think, I'm good. Well, you're not. In a very short period of time, you're gonna want a prime lens, and then you'll buy a nifty 50, and all of a sudden you're a portrait photographer. Then you start shooting film because you're a purist. Now you need a drone, but you're so scared that you're gonna crash it that you never fly it. Then you post your photos to Instagram, and guess what? Nobody cares, not even Instagram. But then you get that one photo, and it all becomes worth it.
So let's talk about sketchbooks and the pressure for artists to make them really aesthetically pleasing all the time. So I have a really chaotic process. I use about 7 sketchbooks, all for different purposes. This is the Golden Child. This is the one that has all the pretty stuff in it. This is the one that I showed. This one is just from Walmart. This is where all my, I'm testing stuff. I'm just doodling. I'm doing thumbnails. This is where all that stuff goes. If anything is good, I cut it out and I put it in the other one. This is my storyboard homework notebook or sketchbook. I only use it for class. I've only used it for studies, and it will only ever be used for storyboarding because that's what it's meant for. So that's what I use that one for. And then this is the isometric sketchbook. This is used for when I'm practicing environments, perspective, anatomy, anything that requires any sort of math or graphing. That's what I use it for. This is a figure drawing sketchbook. These drawings took less than 15 minutes each. Most of them are really bad or loose. I also test materials in this one. This is for notes and technical stuff. This is for, I steal paper out of it. It's just marker paper. Yep, just marker paper. These are post-it notes. I use them for storyboards or jotting ideas down, getting quick little doodles out, things like that. And no matter how you choose to sketchbook, every way is valid. I know this isn't really practical for a lot of people, but this is just what works for me, so that I'm not intimidated to draw and so that I'm actually drawing. Thank you.
Just listen to this verse, folks. They say that I'm good enough, grabbing my da-da-da. Think about shit that I shouldn't, So I tell him it's one of me, he making fun of me. His girl is a bum to me. Like that boy is a cap saying he home, but I know where he at. Like Betty blowing her back, thinking about me, cause he know that ass fat. Damn. And it been what it been. Calling his phone like, yo, send me your pin. Ducking my shit, cause he know what I'm on. But when he hit me, I'm not gonna respond.
Pero dije bien clarito. Permanece a la escucha. Permanece a la escucha. 12 de la noche en La Habana, Cuba.
11 de la noche en San Salvador, El Salvador.
11 de la noche en Managua, Nicaragua. Me gustan los aviones,
Yeah, they're invincible, and she just in the background. And she says, I wish that I could be like the cool kids, 'cause all the cool kids, they seem to fit in. I wish that I could be like the cool.
Yeah, I could have made a better choice. I mean, what the fuck? I'm sorry. I'm fucking sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I don't see you more. I'm
sorry that the 4 minutes where you see a song could feel like a chore. Since I'm sorry I'm your kin. Sorry we ain't close as we should have been. Sorry to my old friends, stories we could've wrote if our egos didn't take the pen. Sorry to the freaks I let on, who thought their life was gonna change cause I gave them head on. But it's
And remember, with a little rusties and an insane amount of luck, you too can look like me. Ka-chow.
That's just a stupid boulder!
It's not just a boulder!
여상!
I'll do you one better. I'll give you a tutorial right now. Originally, I used this Karen cotton funnel cakes. It's a worsted weight yarn and a 5mm crochet hook. You can use any size yarn for this. You just have to adjust your hook size accordingly. We're going to start by chaining 7. Then we are going to slip stitch in the second chain from the hook, half double crochet in the next chain, double crochet in the next 2 chains, half double crochet in the next chain, and slip stitch in the final chain. And this is our first leaf. From here, we're going to chain 2 or 3 depending on how much space you want in between each leaf. And then we're going to start leaf number 2, which means repeating the process all over. So chain 7, slip stitch in the second chain from the hook, half double crochet in the next chain, double crochet in the next 2 chains, half double crochet in the next chain, and slip stitch in the final chain. And there's 2 leaves done. And you just keep going until you feel your leaf garland is long enough. And if you want to decrease the number of leaves, all you have to do is add to the number of chains in between each leaf. Easy peasy. Hope that helps.
Come seek us where our voices sound. We cannot sing above the ground. An hour long you'll have to look to recover what we took. An hour long you'll have to look.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Is that the one where the guy had knives for fingers?
Yeah, Freddy Krueger.
Freddy, that's right. I like that movie. It was scary.
Well, the first one was, but the rest sucked.
So, you got a boyfriend?
Why? You want to ask me out on a date?
Maybe. Do you have a boyfriend?
No.
You never told me your name.
Why do you want to know my name?
I want to know who I'm looking at.
Let them eat cake.
That's such nonsense. I would never say that.
This, madame, is Versailles.
To say it, you know you can trust me. It's okay, it's complicated. Nervous trip over my words. You're so pretty, it hurts. Baby, I'm yours. Baby, I'm yours.
On the set, hold up, pose. BB's in
the chain looking wet. Deposit ain't hit the count yet. Shit ain't verified, let me check. Hold up. Pause. 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 Pause.
My mom had been asking me to crochet her a blanket since I was 15.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Only took me 9 years to get around to do it.
Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay.
I'm happy she loved it.
From now on, our troubles will be miles away.
This art supply store in Japan is next level. Let me take you to the flagship store in Shinjuku. There are 5 floors of heavenly high-quality stationery and tools. My mom is a manga artist, so she sent me on a mission to get these manga paper. This is the only place that sells it. I recommend these erasable pens. The sheer number of products in this store is actually overwhelming. You can literally get lost in here. They don't just sell one type of paper, but dozens to choose from. They stock over 100,000 products. If you need a spark of creativity, come here and get lost in your world. Apparently, there's a cafe on the 5th floor. This is Sekaido. Closest station is Shinjuku Sanchome.
Kill Bill. I'm still a fan even though it's salty. Hate to see you with some other, but know you happy. Hate to see you happy if I'm not the.
Give yourself permission to make bad art. Make art that is ugly. Messy art that you hate. Use weird materials. Draw anything that comes to mind. Stop erasing. Draw over mistakes. Make horrible, weird, off-putting drawings that you wish you could destroy. And then keep them.
I don't need no light to see you shine. It's your golden eye. Oh, you slow down time.
So you smile at everything I say. You got some soft lips and some pearly white. I wanna.
I've recently gotten into cross stitch, and compared to all the other fiber arts I do, it takes so long. Like, just like insane amounts of time to just make like a very small piece. And so as a result, I have gotten super like protective of cross stitch and like needlepoint if I run into them in a thrift store. I'm like, surely the person who made this didn't donate it. Like, how dare whoever inherited this not love it and cherish it. And then I have to bring it home. So the art on my walls is slowly getting like taken over by cross stitch. This is my most recent acquisition. I love him so much. I also found this at a thrift store. It's not cross stitch, but I still was like, you're coming home with me. This, like the amount of time this must have taken is insane. Like, I made this one and it took me so many hours. I can't imagine making like that. Like, I made this. Can you imagine how much time?
What? Cause we know
You ain't got no will.
what?
You ain't got no bottle.
Say what you tell.
Let's just be honest.
Say what you tell.
Let's just be real.
Say one time.
You ain't got no cash.
Hey.
You ain't got no dollar.
Can't be the only one who hears you. Tears falling down at the party. Saddest little baby in the room.